How's it going, guys? Got a little song to sing here. Now, you people who are wondering, wait a minute, this is supposed to be rabid sand crabs. You just listen up. You might learn something, kids. This is a song I'll sing at the beginning of my show. It'll tell you many pieces of information that you'd like to know. You may be asking, where's that other guy? He's not here right now, he's in California, rocking out with Slash. So I'm going solo this week. It's not live calling, so to speak, but it'll still be quite awesome. More awesome than no show. And allow me to introduce my co-host now. To my far left, her name is Catherine. She is a chocolate got milk cow. She's encouraging you all to get all your servings of milk each day. Even if it's chocolate milk, that's okay. Then in the middle is a Decepticon helicopter by the name of Buzzsaw. He's not a robot yet, but he will be very soon in a totally awesome transformation sequence on live TV. Yeah. Yeah, so that I think explains most of what's going on here. Kurt, my co-host, is in California, playing bass for the Best Buy corporate band, and I don't work at Best Buy, and am not in the Best Buy corporate band, so I'm here. Deal with it, really. But instead, I brought a couple of co-hosts to sit with me by the fireplace. It's not a real fire. It's just kind of a prop. It's kind of warm though because of all these like stage lights. So I guess there's that. But yeah, I got my guitar and a kazoo, as you may have noticed. Then you got Catherine, the chocolate milk cow. Let me just show you that she is, in fact, a chocolate milk cow. I think, yeah, you can see that. It's pretty apparent right there. Chocolate milk, not regular. For those of you unaware, the chocolate milk cow is, in fact, a real animal. It is, however, endangered, and so you do not find many of them. In fact, all of them are on federal wildlife preserves over in Wyoming, and federal law in terms of the chocolate milk cow is that it is not beneficial for the chocolate milk cows to actually produce their dairy, so you cannot find any chocolate milk that has come from an actual chocolate milk cow. Then in the middle, you can't really see right now, but that's my other co-host, Buzzsaw. He is a Decepticon, currently in helicopter mode, but I think he would like to transform for you all, and so you can see his true power as a robotic fighting machine. So here we go. Just gonna do the legs first, right? We put these guys out, right? Flip it around. Then you've got. See, I'm kind of a fan of just like this, because like right here, you've got like this nice kind of like, oh yeah, cranking helicopter action there. But here, you know, you pull down these arms too while you're at it, and you've really got this nice sort of like Robotech Macross thing of like this halfway robot flying machine thing going on. Yeah, but we're gonna go all the way here. Just gonna do that, and so now he's upright. Just pop up the head, and he's good to go. For maximum firepower, he's got like a pair of these like kneecap guns, but those are dangerous. So we're just gonna we're not gonna deploy those. That could be dangerous for us to do. So yeah, also not taking calls today. It's really, I'd like to. I'd really like to deal with all of you jerks out there who like to call us on the show and flush their toilets. But to be honest, I have tired of you, and so no, it's not true. I love you guys. Special place right here. You are the Han Solo to my Princess Leia. So we're probably gonna get married in like one of the books that happens after Return of the Jedi. Yeah, but really with the calling thing, like do the hosting all by myself and do the phone calls and do everything else. It's really a little bit too much, and so I'm not going to attempt that. But hey, I got a fake plan or two. Got a limb in the fake plant. I think that's like maybe that's a foot in that tree. Foot is at the bottom. Leg and foot both, really. Got a kazoo here too. The kazoo is a handy instrument. Anyone can really play the kazoo. You simply insert into your mouth and kind of hold it like this. Okay, alright. So then what we're gonna do is you just hum, and it kazoos. So here, let's try it. Those of you with kazoos at home, feel free to join along. And so here, we'll put it in, And yeah, you could do some nice, like, could do a lot with the kazoo. I mean, don't you go thinking that kazoos are just like the instrument that the kid with no musical talent gets in 5th grade music class, because it's not. There's a lot of applications. We could kazoo into a guitar, and you get some like cool things, I imagine. I mean, I've never kazooed into a guitar before, but I'm gonna do it right now for you guys. It's gonna be pretty sweet, I hope. That's that would not have been good. Almost dropped the kazoo into the guitar. That would not have been good. But yeah, how about a song? Yeah, everyone likes those. Just gonna capo up here for a minute. Actually, probably more like 4 minutes when all is said and done. Just gonna play a nice little strummy song for y'all to really get us in the mood. I will write a whole album based off of these chords. It'll make a lot of money for the record label. Every song will have lots of poignant lyrics. It'll make teen girls cry when they realize how they are alone. And maybe also some teen guys too. That's cool with me. I am a sensitive singer-songwriter. I just want to win your heart back, girl. I won't bore you with songs about politics or science fiction. I'll only sing the songs you want to hear about love. No, I'm thinking of you, girl. Song 1, the song where I meet ya, it's pretty cool. Song 2, the song of our second date. We are into each other, but song 3's a killer. It's the song that cements our relationship. We're about a quarter of the way through the album. Song 4 will probably be about how this new relationship affects us. Song 5 will be about our first fight over something minor. But by song 6, we'll make it up to one another. Song 7 will be about how strong our love is at this time. you left me all alone. I get the feeling I might have skipped a song or two. But if that's the case, there'll be instrumentals to show off my wicked guitar chops. The last song on the album, I'll win back your heart, I'll win your love, I'll win over your parents, and we will get married in an alternative ceremony that emphasizes our undying love, girl. Our undying love, girl. Our undying love, girl, yeah. And then the bonus track will be something rockin' to play at the reception afterwards. I'm a sensitive singer-songwriter, and I've got feelings. I've got feelings. I've got feelings. No, you know. I got feelings for you, girl. That's why I wrote this album. Well, about 18 minutes into the show. You know, this is not as hard as I thought. I really thought that this would mostly be me dying live in front of a camera. But so far, I am feeling pretty good about it. So let's see how that holds up, shall we? Yeah, so I feel like a terrible co-host for even, like, contemplating this right now, but looking over at Catherine, you've got to admit that you have to wonder about what kind of meat a chocolate milk cow would produce. Perhaps it would be chocolatey. Perhaps not. I don't know. And I think it is making her a little uncomfortable. I really should not be contemplating eating a co-host. Though I have to admit that it's usually at about 35 minutes after our show has started regularly that I start to think about eating Kurt. It's nothing personal. It's just more of a, man, I am so hungry right now, and I try to restrain myself, but sometimes, you know, you just gotta have that urge to eat your co-host.
Well, I wonder too, what kind of meat does a chocolate milk cow have?
You know,
I say we find out. I've got a grill in the back.
No. I think it would probably be pretty much like regular beef, I'm guessing.
I think so
I think
too.
the milk producing parts of the cow and the meat-producing parts of the cow are probably totally independent of one another, and I hope that marching band of yours walks on you in step.
So introduce me. That's Catherine.
This is Catherine, and then this is Buzzsaw.
Transformer, huh?
Yeah, Decepticon.
Oh no.
It's
I have to say, I absolutely love this episode. I think you're doing a fantastic job.
It's shaping up pretty well.
You've got another 40 minutes.
I got another 40 minutes though, but I got a lot of tunage to still be had.
Well,
so
let me tell you
don't
what.
you worry.
Let me tell you what. If you need guest hosts, you've got two characters here now.
I do.
But
He already has 2 shows.
if you need a third,
Just the one show.
No, he has 2 shows already.
He does
No,
have 2 shows.
I do. I apologize. I'm greedy. But if you need a guest host for this episode, I'll be more than happy to be. I mean, you've actually got 3.
He dances.
3.
3.
3. You've got
Yes.
Catherine, Buzzsaw, and Snapple.
I do have. Oh, hey Snapple, you want to get in on this too? Yeah, he's a peach. He's the peach kind. I hand out these genders kind of arbitrarily, though really it's a dairy cow.
I have to ask though, are you going to treat us to some music, or have we missed out?
Oh, the tunage will continue.
I want to hear a solo from the cow.
There's gonna be a lot of tunage, some kazooing. Yeah, so
Awesome.
So don't you guys worry. I'm just pacing myself.
Extreme
though-
close-ups.
Though really, I think it could be time for another any time now. It's sort of like lightning.
Well, let's talk about something.
The tunage
There's
could strike.
lightning.
Did you see Iron Man?
I have not seen Iron Man.
Must need a lot of grease.
Any plans? Seeing Iron Man?
I could see myself going to see
It's a little
Iron
like
Man.
Transformers graphics and CGI crap.
It's not crap, Scott.
Whatever.
It's good. I haven't seen it, but it's probably
Who says
pretty
crap
good.
Can't be good.
Wow.
Not gonna answer that.
Bozine Love.
No kidding, eh?
What about some of those people who can't crap? Think about that.
Like a Transformer?
Yeah, they can't.
He doesn't need to. A Transformer does not need to.
Well, they have to release something. Haven't you seen the Transformers movie? Obviously.
They released the energy cubes, man.
Yeah, man.
No, don't they release some liquid or whatever?
Energy cubes,
Haven't
man.
you seen the
You know how
part-
many
I've
kids
seen-
are watching this, Scott?
Yeah,
John
seen.
Turtle
Yeah, I've seen the part where I think it's
the yellow robot pees on.
Oh, is it
guy.
Bumblebee? No, Bumblebee doesn't pee. It's more like he releases his excess antifreeze and expired oils.
Hey,
There's a
that-
difference,
like
okay?
gas?
Okay.
Do they run
Expelled!
Gas? Wait,
Expelled!
so when
Be gone!
So when a
Be gone!
Transformer, they get gasoline, right?
Yeah.
When they
show
come,
your face, dude.
I don't want to show my face. Stop being a little. So.
Gone! Be
so
gone,
a
foul
Transformer
demon.
becomes a car and now has to run gasoline, which is probably why our gasoline levels are so low.
I think
Think about that.
Transformers actually used cold fusion.
Isn't that worse?
No. Cold fusion is like cold.
It's not even cold.
Relatively speaking, it is.
They just call it that. I'm sure there's a musical thing, but
I mean, on the other hand, cold fusion, to my knowledge, has not been done. My show! Like to sing a song about breakfast, I think. I sang a song sort of like it a couple shows ago. And it's a pretty good song. And so I don't see any reason why I shouldn't sing it again in a different form, because like I didn't write any lyrics down, so it's not like it'd be the same song, and you know what, you're in no place to complain about it, so it doesn't matter. Waffles are my favorite in the morning. Followed close seconds by cereal. And I guess eggs are pretty good as well. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So don't just skip it. You'll regret it. Don't just skip it. You'll regret it. Breakfast. International House of Pancakes. They have lots of stuff for breakfast at that place. You could order a lot of stuff any time of day. So if you missed it the first time, that's okay. Do you think you'd like to go out for pancakes with me? Lady, I will show you that love can be syrupy in many flavors, maple and strawberry, pecan and boysenberry. Afterwards, we'll wash it down with some coffee. We'll get energized for the rest of our days. Together, girl. Together, girl. Together, girl. Yeah. Did you know Mr. Hitler never had his breakfast? You don't wanna be like little Adolf, so eat your breakfast every day. If this was an internet forum, I would have lost the argument by involving Hitler. Involving Hitler. So eat your breakfast. Eat your breakfast. Can definitely hear that kazoo in the background. Got a couple things running right now. I just think you all should know that I'm actually watching myself on MCAT right now. Yeah. Couple second delay actually. So when I waved my hand, that actually happened a couple seconds before you saw it. I thought you ought to know that. Yeah. So, this Saturday, I was off on a walk. Saturday kind of evening, on a walk, and I was walking along through Kiwanis Park, and met this lady named Imogen. That was pretty cool. I've always wanted to meet an Imogen. Then we actually had a conversation about how I said, I've always wanted to meet an Imogen, and she's like, well, how do you know that there's an Imogen if you've never met one? The answer is Wikipedia, FYI. And she taught me how to falf. I falf very badly, for the record. But she taught me how to falf. That was pretty cool. I also climbed a tree because I fall very, very badly and falfed into the tree. So I got it. I got that falf disc down out of the tree. It's kind of exciting, and to be honest, I wasn't totally sure the whole time that I was going to live. I did, as you can see, since this is live. Make no mistake about it, totally live. For you guys just joining me, welcome. You haven't missed a whole lot, to be honest. I think I've played like 3 songs so far, in sort of this like wobbly voice that I kind of like, just cause it's useful because when you're kind of making stuff up over chords and music that you're also making up at the same time, just sort of the warble is, I find, to be really handy. Because what you can do is, if you don't start like you're singing on like a good note, you can just sort of just warble up to it, and no one will notice. They'll be like, oh, he just kind of sings warbly. That's all. Some of you tuning in may recognize me from a band, and that band is Thrashtacular. We are a very successful metal band. I play lead guitar in Thrashtacular, and I just like to say something about that. A couple years ago, we were getting ready to go out on the first ever Thrashtacular World Tour. And I knew that this tour was going to be big. It's going to be a big tour with like big hair and big drums and big stage, nice big old stage, and I decided that I needed an equally big guitar and guitar amplifier. No mere mortal Marshall stack was going to satisfy my need for fist-banging rock. And so I called up Marshall, and I said, hey, Marshall, what can you do for me? I need a guitar amp the size of a whale. And they really impressed me with their customer service, because they didn't just like go onto Wikipedia and type up size of whale and use that. No, people at Marshall Amps, in superb customer service, they went out on a boat and they caught a whale, measured the whale, They wrote it down. They wrote down the measurements of the whale. They released the whale back into the ocean because they believe in eco-friendly practices. But they had written it down. They took it back to their factory, and they made me a whale-sized amplifier. But when you have a whale-sized amplifier, let's be honest, you can't just plug in like some little like pansy Fender Stratocaster or like some like Ibanez thing that's like all pointy and like false metal. No, you can't do that. You need a guitar of equally gargantuan proportions, especially me. I need a guitar of gargantuan proportions because my guitar solos are three things. They are searing, they are really fast. They're like, they're fast. And number three, they're huge. They're big. These aren't like your regular guitar solos that are like, oh, I'm afraid. No, because I'm not afraid. I ain't one of those, oh, look at me, I'm kind of playing lead guitar, but I'm kind of insecure about my shredding, so I'll just gonna, no, that is not me. I am a rock monster, and I need a gargantuan guitar to convey that monstrous power. So I called up Fender, who makes most of my guitars, and I said, Fender, I need a guitar that is half the size of a whale. Do you know what they did? I think that you think that they called up Marshall, and they said, hey, Marshall, can we borrow the measurements of that whale you caught? They did not do that. No such thing, in fact. What they did, they went out, and they got a boat, and they caught a whale. They cut the whale in half. They measured the half of the whale, wrote it down. That's always important. You don't write it down. You're gonna forget it, and that's no good. But they wrote it down. They put the whale back together. Put the two halves back together, and like waved a wand, and the whale was magically okay. Let the whale go. Went back. Made the half whale-sized guitar to plug into the whale-sized amplifier. And so I just wanted to say, Marshall, Fender, thank you. So, that's that. And it's pretty good, all things considered. It's pretty good, For those of you guys just tuning in, welcome to the Drew, Catherine, and Buzzsaw show, alive and in a chasm of endless despair. We have a really positive outlook on life here at the Drew, Catherine, and Buzzsaw show. Catherine, they really can't see your eyes, which is too bad because Catherine has lovely eyes, I should mention. They're very vibrant and full, very thick lashes. It's a very glamorous cow, chocolate milk cow. Yeah, however, I think it is time to sing another song. And this song is dedicated to the one and only Buzzsaw. This is the ballad of Buzzsaw. It's a very sad song, so if you're prone to tears, you should probably get some Kleenexes or something. 'Cause yeah, If you're watching this while you're driving a car, turn off the TV and drive. Or at least, prepare yourself. If you're not going to turn off the TV, at least prepare yourself to be saddened immensely by this. His name is Buzzsaw. He was born a Decepticon. He had a dream since he got his spark. He was gonna be the greatest Decepticon he could be. He charged into battle when he was young, hoping for the glory. He was wounded, his dreams were destroyed. He would never face battle with an Autobot again. He would stay retired on Cybertron. He knew in his heart it was over. He knew in his mind life goes on. He knew in his soul he would dream again. Took a look inside to see what was missing. He found a hole where no hole had been previously. He knew what he was missing in his life was love. He knew what was missing was a woman. He wanted to feel her arm on his shoulder. He wanted to feel her hand on his cockpit. He wanted to feel alive. He wanted to feel love. Just when he thought he had found it, she was taken away from him. A country song in a bottle of gin was all he had to feel whole again. He dreamed that someday there would be a bunch of little Decepticons running around the house, running around the house. But that was not to be, for he was born on a Cybertronian moon. But he kept going long as he could, till one day his friend Starscream found him lying on the floor. He had overdosed on Energon cubes. It had fried his circuits with a massive overload. It fried his brain. But some say Buzzsaw finally found what he was looking for up in Transformer heaven. Transformer heaven. And now he flies with his woman across the skies each night. They look at the stars, they look at the hills. It's in heaven. They reunited at last. At last they were united. At last they were united. They were united. Man, Buzzsaw, I see that you are, in fact, still alive. That's cool. It's only a song. Not necessarily everything that happens in songs is real. I know that when I write songs, generally not. But I guess in this time that I have left, probably gonna do like one more song, and then before I do the song though, I'd like to share a couple of songwriting tips that I picked up while playing in Thrashtacular. So first of all, get your guitar. You wanna, you can keep your guitar in like standard tuning, like if you wanna like play some of this like, like some like poppy, like country, folky, whatever. But if you are gonna bring like the wrath of the devil through your guitar, drop D. So you want to do that. And then you want to like do like some slow like plodding dirge rock. It's like this. Right? So, then you lay down your like plodding metal dirge, right? And let's take a look at like the songwriting itself. I find that some good tips. You want to use some like good money words. Despair is good. Angst, also a good one. Pain is really a classic one, and it should not be missed by any means. Despair, pain, angst, destruction, crumbling of cities, also good. So like, then how we did it in Thrashtacular is we didn't do like we didn't do like that kind of like metal singing. We did more like a Cookie Monster thing, like me like cookie, me like cookie. Like that's like Cookie Monster vocals in a nutshell, right? So then you want to like put some of these words together while you rock out. So like, all my life is filled with despair. All my life is filled with destruction. Also, back in Thrashtacular, we had a rule of thumb, and that rule was that if the song did not contain either the phrase "I hate you all and wish you would all die," or "I hate myself and want to die," or "I hate the world and I hope it explodes in a sudden fireball," anything like that, you know, really needs like one of those to convey maximum angstiness. Because otherwise, if you don't include a qualifier like that, people are not gonna take you seriously. They're gonna hear your band and they're gonna say, you know, they're kind of good, but at the same time, I just don't feel their conviction of hatred and suffering and wishing of destruction upon all, and that's just not gonna do. You don't want them to say that. You want them to say, I appreciate their sincerity of their angst, is what you want them to say, basically. I think I might play a real song now. Or I might not. Or I might play part of it because, to be honest, I'm not so good on all of the words. But it is a song by an English band, actually. An English kind of like folk rock, country rock band called Mojave 3. And this song is called Your Feet. And I'll probably play like the kind of like upbeat version that they do live. But you know, I find it's a good song to learn. It's good for like if you've just been broken up with, to like lock yourself in a room with a guitar singing sad songs. It's a pretty good choice, I find. That's just my finding personally. The words here. It's your feet you don't need, always facing back the way you just came. Said you needed something solid you can hold, like a dog that comes when you call, like a coat stand that sits in the hall. I'm just keeping good one. It's better when you know all the words, but they escape me at the moment, and I don't care. But it looks about like 3 minutes left, so just wanna give a shout out to Mr. Christian Ackerman, Ackerson, Christian at MCAT themselves for having us, the gang, as it were, for killing some of these lights, because there's a lot of light coming down, and it's just like death rays of Thor, basically. Like if Thor had a death ray, I imagine it would be somewhat like very hot studio lighting. You guys are probably all thinking, man, I just did not get enough kazoo action tonight. So I think to close it, I'm going to kazoo the Oasis song, Champagne Supernova, and we'll see how that goes. It's a good one. Wow. I don't know if you guys appreciate the difficulty of kazooing and playing guitar at the same time and playing the kazoo in tune. Slightly harder than you'd think, but not insurmountably so. Our time's almost up, and I just like to say it's been pretty good. And the Wittenberg Factor! I love the Wittenberg Factor. He's so witty and pundity. I love you, Tyler Wittenberg. I want to have a show with you in the no spin zone. That is all. It's been good, guys. This is good times.